Welcome to Foodytime. I'm Jay Fettigan, and this is a bit of a milestone for Foodytime. This is our 1-year anniversary, so I decided it would be a great opportunity to look back at the other episodes and pick my favorite parts. Foodytime sometimes it's touching, sometimes it's insightful, sometimes you learn things. I've learned lots of things. I'm sure I'm going to learn things in future episodes. And one of the things that I've always really enjoyed about Foodytime is that it makes me laugh. And sometimes the laughs begin even before the interview starts. Take a listen. Oh, and how do you pronounce your last name?
Rosito.
Rosito, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was Rosito or Rosito.
Yeah, pretty sure it's Rosciutto. My family grew up saying that, so
Oh, no.
a lot of people say Rizzuto.
Nick was a lot of fun to talk with, and his episode 24, where he talks about being the head chef for a plant-based meat company. They make a product called My Bacon, and boy, I tell you, it's a really, really interesting interview, a topic that's in a field that's brand new, and he talks about some of the challenges, and frankly, it sounds like he's got a pretty fun job, so I encourage you to listen to it. Well, back to laughs, one of the things that happens is sometimes the laughs begin right at the very beginning. I asked the poet and author Charles Coe if he could tell me a little something about himself. This is what he said.
I was born in the Russian forest and I was raised by wild albino wolves. I graduated the Sorbonne at 12 with a double major in Byzantine poetry and mobile home management.
Well, that just about covers it, I think.
About covered it. Well,
Well, Charles never ceases to amaze me. His humor, and well, I'll tell you that episode 8 that I did with him, fabulous. His stories are terrific. His poems, he's just so eloquent and funny, and it's touching. And boy, I'll recommend that you check it out if you can. But back to laughs. Sometimes laughs could be one-liners, great one-liners. And I interviewed Melissa Vaughn for episode 2 of Foodytime. Melissa is a cookbook enthusiast, and she had a great reaction to a certain celebrity cookbook author. And then I look at like Gwyneth Paltrow, and I've looked at her cook.
Yeah. See, I have a saying, you never trust the skinny people with food.
There's some things you can't argue with. Melissa was great, and episode 2, boy, I'll tell you, if you're interested in cookbooks or recipes, it's a terrific resource. She was a lot of fun to talk with. Sometimes on Foodytime with the laughing, we can get a little silly, maybe a little off track, like this clip with Jonathan Alsop, the founder of the Boston Wine School and a great friend of mine.
So is type O the universal donor?
I think so. Yeah, it's a blood type.
I think it is.
Yeah.
So this would be in the wine world. This would be sort of a type O. We'll go with almost anything except the strongest flavored cheeses, except the not with lamb, not with venison,
Right.
not with bear or badger.
Yes, but what wine would you pair with badger?
I don't know I don't even really know where that came from. So, not with you. It's not going to work with really, really extreme flavors.
Sure, or roadkill, I guess, too.
Which is legal actually within the last few years in Kentucky. You can now legally harvest roadkill, which before apparently was illegal.
I bet that's a pairing recommendation you've never gotten. Well, that did get a little out of control, but sometimes the interviews get fun and maybe a little out of control because of the four-legged friends. I was interviewing Gordon Edgar for episode 12. Gordon is a cheesemonger in San Francisco, and I don't think I've met anybody who knows more about cheese than he does. Anyway, about halfway through the interview, his dog Grumble decides to jump up on his lap. And it's right in the middle of Gordon telling this story about a vegan cheese and being disqualified from a cheese contest and not getting an award, and that the Wall Street Journal called him a cheese informant. Anyway, it was a fascinating story, but I had a hard time paying attention because Grumble was so cute and right in the middle of the frame.
This is Grumble.
Grumble?
Grumble. And so anyways, so then I saw that this cheese won, and it won in what is supposed to be like the strictest competition, for quality, and it's the good food awards. It's not just the crappy food awards. We'll put anything in it you want awards. And so I was like, did you guys ask for an ingredient list? But all I knew is the next thing, they were told that they were not going to win that award, and this is where it became national. The Washington Post referred to a cheese informant. I was like, if you'd called me, I would have gone on record.
Like your deep throat or something, right?
I think good food is shielding my identity. But yeah, so all of a sudden I became a cheese informant, which I've now taken on. I'm going to use that as my title. I'm making business cards that say cheese informant.
Well, that was a fun episode to make. And as I start year 2, I hope you'll join me in exploring new worlds of food, drink, and storytelling, one appetizing episode at a time. This is Jay Fettigan. I'll see you next time on Foodie Time.